Welcome back to Nine Ether. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So today we're going to go ahead and complete a reading on Diddy and Young Miami. Okay, so it's been a lot going on with these two over the last year or so in the media, especially I would say towards the end of the year with Diddy's love surprise of his new baby, him and Young Miami or Caresha off and on, you know, with their situationship. We don't even want to call it a relationship. They don't call it a relationship, okay? It's a situationship, right? So we all have a few questions, okay? How long is this gonna last? Is Young Miami gonna get tired of this? Is Diddy gonna get tired of it? Is this a real relationship, situationship? Is he paying her money? You know, we just have all these questions. So let's just go on and dive into it, right? So I already began to shuffle a little bit. So first question. Will Young Miami ever leave Diddy? Will she ever leave him? Will they ever break up? Will she ever leave him? Let's see. This card right here. This is reversed. It's trusting tricksters. Reverse. Radical self-love. Voice. Child. Okay, now if we go back to this first card, trusting tricksters, it says, the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. Child, Young Miami is trapped in a circle. She's trapped in a circle. Like, seriously. And the funny thing about it is, she knows this. She knows that it's a cycle. She knows that it's a circle. She kind of almost knows it's a trap, but she's willing to be in that trap because she sees certain benefits to being in this cipher or this circle or this cycle with him. And the first thing that I'm getting that's coming to my mind, it feels like her mom. I know her mom, I think she was incarcerated and she got out of jail possibly like last year or beginning of last year or year before or something like that. But I feel as if her mom has talked to her or put her up on game, is like, hey, this is going nowhere fast. Like, if you want to stick around, get what you can get out of it, but don't get caught up. I feel like her mom is really telling her, like, don't get caught up. You know what I mean? It's like her mom popped in my head. Like, that's the main person that's telling her, and that's the main person that can speak to her. You know what I mean? I feel like Miami, she has her friends, you know, she has her close friends and different things like that, but the person whose advice that she really, you know, listens to or takes into consideration would be her mother. And I feel like her mother is saying, you know, we know this is a situationship, we know this is going nowhere, but if you decide to continue in this, then make sure you get what's beneficial, okay? So she knows trusting tricksters, and we all know about Diddy. Disclaimer, this reading is for entertainment purposes, okay? All things are alleged, and it's for entertainment purposes only. We are channeling spirit, okay? No things are factual, what I said. It's only channeling, okay? Now, back to that. We have to put that in there right quick, okay? Because we don't want Diddy coming up in here. All right. So, like I said, she knows about Diddy. We all know about Diddy, okay? Nobody's blind to that. Now, we have the radical self-love card, okay? Thank you, cameraman. We have the radical self-love card. It says, we can only receive love to the extent that we unconditionally love and live the truth of ourselves, reversed. Young Miami thinks that she has this under control. She thinks that she can guard herself and her feelings. But what she doesn't realize is the more she becomes engulfed into Diddy's antics and how he love bombs and how he does all these things, she gets deeper and deeper. And she gets deeper and deeper to the point where she doesn't realize that she's starting to latch on and catch certain feelings. So on one hand, she still is the city girl, but at the same time, she's starting to catch feelings. Okay? So she has to watch that. And if you don't watch that, then over a period of time, you will realize that who you are deals with who you're with. You know how you're in a relationship and some people say, I was so far into that relationship that I lost myself? She has to be careful of that, okay? That is very important, okay? Last card, voice. Now, this says, you are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Now, we know Young Miami over the last couple months with the antics that Diddy has pulled off with his new baby, being seen around town with other women, different things like that. Young Miami is feeling some type of way, even though it is a situationship, right? So she has voiced her opinions and her disdain for it, and I think she has done so with not only cryptic tweets or different things like that, but also with the people that's in her close circle, right? And I think her friends or her girlfriends are there to support her because they understand what the goal is. But her mom, she's supportive of her as well, but she's giving her the OG talk and like, hey, don't get caught up. Get what you can get and then move along, but don't get caught up. So will they ever break up? This is telling me, or will she ever leave Diddy? I don't necessarily think so. I would think that Diddy has to be the one to break it off, to be honest. Okay, Diddy has to be the one to say that he's done, right? She is just enjoying the benefits of being the sugar baby at this moment, but she has to be careful not to catch feelings. Okay, next question. Will their situationship survive this year? Will their situationship survive this year? Okay. They survived last year. They was hanging on by a thread. Okay? Will their situationship survive this year? Okay? Intention reversed. It says, lacking personal direction begets confusion and life as a pawn to someone else's game of chess. Oh, Lord. And that's reversed. It looks like they're going to continue to be in this circle or this spiral, but she may come to her senses and try and break it off. But you know what Diddy always does? He does that love bombing, and then she comes back around. So she's going to have to learn how to stick to her guns if she knows exactly what she wants out of this relationship. But you know what? Let me tell you. The hard thing about this is because of who Diddy is, because he's such a charming individual. He has a way with words. He has a way with money because if I'm correct, he's now a billionaire, right? Kanye got off that list and now he's on the list, right? So you can persuade people with money, of course. And so I feel like it's just a back and forth for her because it's like, okay, I'm going to get this and this and this. I'm going to be able to do this and set myself up, and then I'm going to leave. But then she sees other opportunities. And then being connected to Diddy, that's like huge networking. That opens doors. So it's just like for her looking for the future for herself beyond just city girl. It's like, how am I setting myself up? You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like they'll still be on this little roller coaster throughout the year. Okay? Now let's end this. It's a little quick read. Last question. Is Caresha in love with Diddy? Now we know how Diddy feels. Diddy loves no one but himself. So we're not even gonna ask that question. Is Caresha in love with Diddy? Choose wisely. Rejoice in celebration reversed. Recognition and reward. I don't think she's in love with him, but I feel as if she's smitten by him. She's smitten, okay? And when you're smitten by someone, you know, sometimes you get happy when they come around, you get happy when they call, you get happy when when they, when they call you and you go out, of course the love bombing and different things like that. But is she in love? Does she see herself being with him for long periods of time? No. So I really feel as if, like I said, she's smitten by him, but it's not real love, true love, deep in love. But Diddy is the type of person that, because of who he is, his self-confidence, the way that he talks, the way that he walks, his swag, the way that he carries himself, you can't help but notice him and you can't resist him. But it's not like a lustful type. It's more of, like I said, smitten. So no, she's not in love, but I think she understands the benefit of being with him. And when you care for someone and you smitten with them, it's like that in between of not really being in a romantic relationship, but being with them to the point where you do care about what they do and it does affect you. So it's kind of like this weird middle ground. Okay, so like I said, to summarize this all up, I agree with her mother. She needs to be careful. Hold on, guys, this plane is passing by. She needs to be very careful. If she keeps her eye on the prize and know what she's in it for, be in it to win it, but do not get yourself caught up. Okay, take the advice of your mom. All right, so again, thank you for staying tuned for this reading. I will be back again. Peace.